Repeat after me. This is the normal distance away for a 7-iron. Let me hear you say it.
This is the normal distance for a 7-iron.
Would you bet $1 million that you can start this one to the right of the target? The problem is if you don't, you have to pay $1,000.
I'll take it for sure.
Okay. Wow, that's a real golf shot. Congratulations, buddy.
If you go to the range every single day, hitting thousands of balls, but you're not getting better, this video might be the most important thing you have ever watched in your life, because today we are meeting and practicing with my Hall of Fame coach in order to understand and analyze what you're doing with your swing and correcting all of its flaws. And by the end of this video, I swear to God, watch till the end, because we are giving you tips, tricks, and drills in order to get better. So without wasting any time, let's get into it.
Would you rather hit a very solid shot offline, or would you rather hit an unsolid shot right where you want it to go? Which is a better sign that things are going well?
I think the latter. No? Okay.
Contact first.
Contact first.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, contact's going to mean that you're on the way down on everything but the driver, that you've got some speed, you're hitting the middle of the face, and the club face is relatively square. So you're going to make good compression of the ball contact.
Got it.
Okay, what's the next club you usually go to?
I'll go from 56 and I'll go 9, and then I'll either go, if I have a lot of time, 9 to 8, 7, 6.
You would actually hit all consecutive clubs? There's not one good player in the world that would ever do that.
Yeah, okay.
Now, see, let me explain why. The difference between a 9 and an 8 is very small. The difference between an 8 and a 7, very small.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you're doing is you're getting that to warm up and have contact. Then you use a short iron. So 7, 8, or 9.
Okay.
Then you need a medium to long iron. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Then you need a hybrid or a very long iron. So a 2-iron or a hybrid, or 3-iron or a hybrid. Then you need a fairway wood. Then you need a driver.
Got it.
Then you go back to 60s.
Yeah, that's...
At the end, that's a good way to go. The fact that you don't want any of your clubs to not like you because you're neglecting them, I understand that. Okay, but really, you want to make sure that, see, when you go to it from a 9 to a 5, it's a little longer, it's a little different amount of descent, it's a little wider stance, so you're going to get more out of that. And you actually might work against yourself a little because you might not be widening your stance the proper way. How are you doing on your cause and effect relationships?
I think they're going okay. A lot of the things that I've kind of just seen now is, because I'm trying to hit the ground a lot,
yes,
it's just I'll hit on, like, I'll chunk it, I guess.
Yes. You got to make it simple. Anything that seems complicated is going to be complicated not just for you, but for your body to do. When you make a backswing, the club is coming in and up at the same time. When you're making a downswing, it's going down and around at the same time. If you don't go around enough, that's what makes you hit it fat, but I am technically swinging to the right, aren't I?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the correction for that?
Rotate more?
Well, see, make it easy. Swing more left.
Swing more left.
What you do to swing more left, that's a little bit more individualized. Rotate more is a good way to do it, but absolutely, positively, for sure, if you hit one fat, you need to go more left.
Yeah.
Okay, now, suppose you do that and the fat shot goes away. You hit it really solid, but you pull it. Are you allowed to swing a little more right on the next one to keep from pulling the one after that? Let's start with a yes or no.
Yeah, I'm trying to no, but...
Why not?
But I was going to say yes, because I felt like it was, but no, because then I'll just incorrectly solve the problem, I guess.
No. Well, what would happen if you hit it fat because you swing to the right, and you fix that by swinging more left and hit a pull, and then you swing to the right to keep from pulling it and you hit it fat again, you have problem A and problem B. There must be another way to keep from pulling it that does not include swinging to the right. So what is that? That is steeper to flatter, hands ahead. How many people know that? Not very many. But see, the moment that you have enough knowledge about it so that you can have a way, or at least a theory that's supposed to make the next one better, then you test for it. If you test for it and it works, good for you. You had the right theory and you executed it. Okay. If you test for it and it doesn't work, either you have a bad theory, okay, or you have a correct theory and you didn't do it. How do you test for that? You look on a video, or you have somebody else watch you. What we want to do here, what we're going to try to accomplish today, is the feel for it. See, if you're trying to turn more and it's like that, that feels very different than all the way around, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. You have to be able to stand still when you're finished moving.
Yeah.
Now, if you're hitting a little tiny one, standing still is right to there. If you're going to hit a full one, then standing still is going to a completely full finish. If you hit one that you don't like, and when you do that, you give it one of those, what are you exactly going to do? Did you do what you tried to do? Did you not? See, I don't want it to be hard to tell.
Yeah.
See, failure in golf is a big part of it. If you can't take a little failure, golf's not the game for you, okay? Failure and inability to tell are very different. See, failure can actually make you, by process of elimination, eliminate the flaw. Whereas if you're not quite sure, did you really do a good test? Did you not? There's a lot of things that might creep into your mind and you might not be centered in on what's going on. Okay, so compensating and making a correction are very different. The similarity is that you get a different effect. Okay, the difference is in one thing you correct the problem, the other one you allow for it to some degree.
Yeah.
Think of it as a test. You're testing to see whether your theory is correct and whether you can execute what you're trying to do. Final thing is that if you have something really, really wrong with your setup, then nothing's possible. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're doing as nice a job as you can. That's why when you see people who use alignment rods or things like that, they're trying to make sure. We're aiming at the 175 can, but to start off, we're going to move this over to the 50. Okay, and remember, there are 3 places you can practice. Okay, if you're practicing off grass, okay, here's what you do. Get a club and put it behind the ball and point it right exactly where you want to go. Then get 2 other clubs or alignment rods and put one up here that's parallel to it and another one that's over here that's parallel to it. And then you get this out of here and now you hit all your shots from in between here. So you can use up, some turf and do all that. Okay. Try to notice if it looks the way it normally looks to you. Hit a couple shots in between there for me. Okay.
The one thing I realized about that, kind of like going back, is that happens a lot on my driver because I'm going so fast. And then I just lose so much balance.
Well, see, what that's a sign of, now that's a very good comment to make, that what that's a sign of is that when you're turning, you're having the lower part control the upper part. Okay, we're going to do a little drill today called walking the dog that's going to help that.
Okay, cool.
Please don't be offended if you happen to be the dog in this case. Okay. All right, so here we go. Take a nice practice swing first. You should have a much narrower stance for only a 50-yarder, so only 6 inches between the heels.
Like this.
Okay, your right foot is good, but your left foot should be turned out. Open or square, no matter how wide or narrow, whatever else happens, bounce and get your chin between the feet every time.
Okay.
Your view of the ball is a little different now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an important thing. Okay, now take a practice swing. Good. Okay, now hit one towards the 50-yard thing there.
Oh.
Okay. Did you not keep your hands ahead or did you turn it over manually too much? What do you think?
I turned it over.
Okay, so put just your right hand only on the club. So
right hand, yeah.
Other right hand, okay. Okay, so you're going to come through. You're going to hit like that, and now let it go. If you do it with one hand, you almost never turn over. Practice swing first. Just let your arms fall and hit the ground. Good. Now the first couple will be kind of iffy. I'll just feed you balls, but right hand only. Okay, stay right in the middle. Okay, now try to hit a little one. Okay, now that time you got under it a little. You're a little too open. Bring this one back a little bit more. Okay, so feel the arms following. Okay, so I just want you to hit down so it goes up. Very good. Now both hands on. Good. Do you expect this one to go farther to the right than the one you pulled earlier?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now we're testing. Now see what happens. Okay.
Oh.
That's okay. Could have been more. That's how so you're still leaning way back. Another one. Close. Okay, so there's 3 things that can cause you to pull it. If you go low to high, come over the top instead of steeper to flatter. If you're turning it over too much, or if your hands aren't properly ahead. Okay, now try to get the hands a little farther ahead. Good. One more of those. Not bad. You got your hands ahead nicely. Didn't hit the ground quite enough. Good, excellent. Keep turning and standing, so when you get done, turn and stand up, be in a comfortable place that you could stay in for a few seconds. Closer. Get the hands more ahead on this one until you see it start to the right of that target. Good. One more. Wow. Jerome.
There you go.
That's really good, buddy.
There you go.
Was that the first thing on your list to try to do? No. Then the fact that you tested for not turning it over and you with the right hand, and that was good, but that wasn't enough, was it? And so it wasn't until you saw the picture. So here's the picture. That would be a pull.
Yeah.
And that would start more to the right than the previous one, wouldn't it?
Yep.
But if you say to me, well, that feels like so far ahead, it can't be right.
Yeah.
But what if it is right? See, if you hit one that's as good as the one you just hit, you'll embrace that and you'll have it forever. But would you stumble onto that by accident? No. See, a golf swing is an attempt to make a ball go towards a particular direction, isn't it? See, you were taking a theory that was supposed to work, and then you accessed it to see if it would work.
Yeah.
So I don't want you to be happy or sad. I don't want you to be angry or complacent. I want you to test to see. Now, we've resolved that issue. And if you think of your golf swing as a column of things that are constants and a column of things that are variables, as soon as we move a variable over to the constant column, we don't have to worry about that anymore. Yeah, we're always going to have the hands ahead that much. We got to do that. You don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah.
Would you bet $1 million that you can start this one to the right of the target? The problem is if you don't, you have to pay $1,000. Okay, you get $1 million if it starts to the right, but if it doesn't, you pay $1,000. Would you take the bet? 1,000 to 1 on $1,000 bucks.
I'll take it for sure.
Okay, here we go. You need a practice swing more than anyone's ever needed a practice swing. When you take a practice swing, so you're on the coins now.
Yeah.
So the club should be against the ball now. Okay, so the hand should be low. Okay, so here's what you're going to show yourself. Would the ball start left if you were there?
No,
it would not.
right.
Okay, so that's what you're testing for. Okay, so if it starts to the right, it's gonna. If you get ahead like that, it's gonna start to the right, and you're gonna win $1 million as well. Is this a golf swing or science experiment?
This is a science experiment.
It is. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see if it works. Let's see. Take a look. Look up there. Look down here. Let her go. No soup for you.
Oh, dang it.
Here's a question. Is your theory bad, or did you not do it?
I don't think I did it.
Okay, I agree. Okay, now here's a really important question to ask yourself. Why didn't you do it? Do you understand it? Yes. Are you athletic enough to do it? Yes. Do you have the eye-hand coordination to do it? Yes. Did you do it a moment ago? Yes. Why didn't you do it on that one? The answer is you don't know what it feels like.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay, now, how do you acquire that feel? You do it properly repeat that a lot of times until it's like riding a bike. Okay, but so you need to have the success first.
Yeah.
This is called the band on the shaft. For example, if you said, okay, the band on the shaft was between my eyes and the ball prior to impact. That's a good way to do it. Okay, so now we're going to put that right there. Stay right on the coins. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to pull it past here so the band on the shaft is between your eyes and the ball. That's more forward than you normally get, isn't it?
Yes.
But if you did that, it would not go left, would it?
Yeah, it would go
Okay,
right.
now I'm going to let go on this one. Get ready. And it went to the right. Okay, now take a practice swing that feels that way. Whatever feels that way to you, here we go. But keep going through, don't kind of stop. Good, okay, now let's see what happens. Congratulations, buddy, that's it. So when you go, next time you pull one, will you try to not turn it over first, or will you try to get ahead first?
Get ahead.
Well, but before you try to not turn it over.
Yeah.
Why won't you do that one first?
Because it's wrong?
No, because this worked better.
Yeah.
Yes. See, maybe you weren't turning it over as much as you thought.
Yeah.
So probably you didn't have your hands far enough ahead. So now you know what to try first.
Yeah.
Okay, so see, I don't think you know how much money $1 million is. Okay. Okay. So on this one, I want you now step away. Now set up to the ball first. Set up to the ball first. Take a look at the target. Now step away. Now I want you to exaggerate it so there's no possibility you're going to lose $1 million again. Okay, good. Exaggerate a lot. Okay, now I'm going to give you the feel, so step away again. So I'm going to pull your hands past the eye of the ball line, and then I'm going to let go. That was not an exaggeration. Go to a finish this time. Go to a finish. I mean, you can come on up. Yeah. Here we go. That's not going to prevent you from doing it. Just so this is a scooping. This is normal.
Yeah.
Okay, so get ready. Good, good. That's okay, that's fine, that's good. Okay, that's what it feels like. Do you feel more armed to do it this time than you did 3 balls ago?
Yes.
Okay, all right, good. I'm gonna give you a chance to get your 1,000 back and win $1 million. Okay, now slow down. Was that attempt successful?
Yes.
It was,
Yeah.
very good, because you tried to get ahead and you started to the right. Okay, now something else went wrong. But see, that doesn't mean you didn't do a good job on that. Okay, now feel this. Okay, why did that one go in the air and the last one was a top? Okay.
I'm going up?
No, that's a good guess. So, every golf course in America right now, when somebody tops it, somebody says, Charlie, you didn't keep your eye on the ball. Keep your head down.
Yeah.
Seems like a good idea, but it's not. Technically, what's happening is the club, instead of catching it on the way down and compressing it, the club is on the way up, and the leading edge of the club hits the equator of the ball.
Yeah.
So what you did to make that go so low is you stayed back.
Yeah.
Now, what you tried to do is you tried to get the hands ahead, which was good, but when you did, you stayed back and you hit up on it. When I do it with you, I'm taking your left shoulder, moving you forward, so when you do that, then you're able to do that better. Now, how can you get a feel for getting your upper body to go forward and your lower body not to go so far forward? Well, we're gonna walk the dog. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take this and put it through your belt loop right here, and bring this back to here. Okay, now, without a ball, okay, here's what's going to happen. Okay, you're going to make a backswing, and as soon as you start down, I'm going to pull this back to rotate your hips. Now, watch what happens when my belt buckle goes around, like that. My weight shifts to the left, and my thighs touch together and go up to the tip of the toe. Now, if you've been doing that to shift your weight, then when that goes there, you have to stay back with your hands, but if you twist that way, you're going to do a good job. But if I pull back and you come back yourself, that means your upper body's not going forward. So when I pull this back, your top part of you should go there and you can stay in balance.
Yep.
But if I pull you back and you fall back, then you're letting the lower part be the weight shifter and the upper part should do that.
Okay.
So now take a practice swing, go kind of slow on the first one. That feels funny. Here we go. Not bad. I want you to start this one to the right of the target, even though I'm going to walk the dog. Here we go. Okay, not bad, not bad. Now that time, you got ahead nicely, but you didn't stay on the circle. So between here and here, your hands are going left, aren't they? But the club head is still going out to the right.
Got it.
So try to keep your hands ahead and thump the ground on this one. Very good, okay. Now, stay on that circle, thump the ground, and see if you can keep it from pulling. Here we go. Congratulations. But see, when you get ahead, you keep your hands going out there. So you swung to the right to try to keep it from going instead of just getting ahead.
Yep.
Okay? You think anyone's ever done that before? Everybody does, yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
But see, when you start relying, oh, if I just keep my hands ahead, I can just stay in one place and turn all I want, and I can stay really stable, and that's going to be way easier than trying to swing to the right. Oh, almost, almost. One more. That's all right. So every time it's like, it seems like so much. Like, isn't that an exaggeration?
No.
Maybe not. Okay, now exaggerated enough. Okay, good. Here we go. Make it happen. Very good.
All right.
Was that too much, John?
No, not at
it
all.
wasn't. Okay, so remember, if that surprises you on any level, then you have to access that information and say, boy, I thought I was what? I guess not. I'm on board. Okay.
Yeah.